Many action verbs can be related to hand gestures and movements as the characters were created, for which you can recognize them by the hand radical on the left side. And there are many of such words I would like to introduce you in this episode.
Ladies and gentlemen,
抱 means to hold something up to the chest so it doesn't fall. 抱. To hold it like this, 我抱着一只箱子。箱子 box 箱子我抱着一只箱子 If the box was somewhere else before, like on the floor, and I just take it up and hold like this, then I say 我抱起一只箱子 I hold the box up. 我抱起一只箱子 So the difference between the two adverbs 这 and 起 is that one is about a status, keep it going like this, and the other 起 is a tendency, the very moment an object leaves its original place. And you can see these two adverbs a lot in the verb phrases because the Chinese verbs don't have conjunctions and they always need the other helping words to describe time, manner, and so on. So with this image of holding a box up to your chest, maybe it can help you understand the other words for holding something else. Not a physical object, but feelings, like being sorry. 抱歉. A carb like this, to apologize something, feel sorry for something. 抱歉 and 抱怨, to speak about something that you're unhappy with, but you wouldn't complain it officially. Imagine holding all this unsatisfaction up to your chest and just try to let it off by talking to somebody who wants to listen. 抱怨工作太多 Complain about too much work. 抱怨工作太多抱负 Ambition. Imagine you have a lot of goals to achieve in your life and hold up in your chest. 抱负 And if you no longer need the box and want to throw it, 扔 Throw the garbage. 扔垃圾 But it doesn't have to be that drastic. The point is to get rid of it and put it in a place where it's allowed. 扔进垃圾箱 Put into the garbage can. 扔进垃圾箱 And if you take the box from other people, 接从他手里接过箱子 From her, take over the box. Take the box over from her. 从他手里接过箱子 And this movement of the hand can also be extended to pick up somebody from somewhere. 去机场接人 Go to airport, pick up somebody. 去机场接人 So feels like you and airport has an end over about that one person. Or 去学校接儿子 Pick up the son from the school. 去学校接儿子 To extend it a bit more from this action, you take over something and keep it. 接受 To accept. 接受礼物 Accept the gift. 接受礼物 Or 接受现实 Accept the reality. 接受现实 Let's use the box again. So if you're moving from one place to another, you would use a lot of such boxes. 搬家 Literally, moving house. 搬 means to move in such situations. 搬家从厨房搬到书房 From the kitchen, move to the study. 从厨房搬到书房 If the box is too big and heavy and you need somebody else to help, and both of you or several people hold the box like this. 抬我俩抬着一只箱子 We are lifting a box. 我俩抬着一只箱子两个护士抬着一个病人 Two nurses are lifting a patient. 两个护士抬着一个病人护士 nurse. Who is an action verb too. That means to protect, to defend. Imagine holding a sheet, just like the nurses, taking care of the patients, keep them away from more harm. And maybe you can memorize now together with 护照, passport, as this little book is supposed to help you when you're in the other country and having a trouble. 护士,护照. And where do I put my passport? 在抽屉里, in a drawer. 在抽屉里, 抽, to draw, which you might have seen it in another word. 抽烟, to smoke, to draw a puff. Now that you know, we can relate it to the action of pulling out a drawer. And furthermore, 抽空is like draw an empty slot of your schedule out. Find time to do something. 抽空去换护照. Find a time to change the passport because it's getting expired. 抽空去换护照. If you want to support my work, you can click this button down the video and donate. Thanks a lot. And there are another action verb with a hand radical. 换, to change. 换工作, change job. 换工作. And in some workplaces, the first thing in the morning you do is to stamp your card, to prove your presence. 打卡, stamp the card. 打 has a lot of meaning and create a lot of phrases. But I would recommend you to mainly associate it into this action, hit, in order to get the meanings easier for you. Like here, simply, hit the stamp on the card or hit a punch on the card to make a hole or something. 打字, hit the keyboard so the letters come out. 打字,打印, to print, because the old way of printing is a metal pin hitting the paper. 打印,打针, take an injection, hit a needle or let the needle hit you. 打针,打扮, to dress up, to make up. So like the ladies hitting the powder on the face. 打扮,扮 is also an action verb, to dress up. We have a phrase, 扮猪吃老虎, dress up like a pig to eat the tiger. The real meaning is to put on a harmless face to confuse your opponents and eventually beat that person. 扮猪吃老虎. Another word, 打折, discount. 打折, 折 means to break something. So you may think it of as hit the price until it breaks, a reduction in price. 打折, 折 could also mean to fold. 折纸, fold paper. 折纸. Another word, 打扰, to disturb. 扰 means to annoy. Imagine hitting the door until the others get annoyed. 打扰. If you're in the hotel, you can use this card to avoid that problem. 请勿打扰. Please don't disturb. 请勿打扰. 打扫, to clean, to tidy up. 扫 means to sweep. 扫地, sweep the floor. 扫地. When I was a child, we used a tool like this to clean the dust. Hit the dust away. You may think of that. 打扫. Next word, 打算, to plan to do something but not seriously, not to put all the steps on the paper. It's just have a general idea. 打算. And you can still relate it to the action of a hit. I tell you why. 算盘 is the Asian calculator, and you hit the beads up and down to play with the numbers. That's what the accountants do at that time together with the bosses to show the financial situation and then come up with a plan. Well, I'm going a bit far away, but I hope you can understand a bit here. 打算. And last but not least, 打电话, make a phone call. 打电话. Well, if it's really necessary, you can still think about hitting the keyboard in order to get the phone numbers right. 接电话 is when somebody else pick up the phone call, but the phone call was ready for you, and then you just take it over. 接电话. And when you finish the phone call, 挂电话. Hang up the phone. 挂电话, just like in the old times. 挂, to hang. 挂衣服挂在墙上. Clothes are hanging on the wall. 衣服挂在墙上, or 墙上挂着衣服. Same meaning. 墙上挂着衣服. We have another phrase. 挂羊头卖狗肉. Hanging a sheep head but selling dog meat. That is to describe the tricks. Saying one thing and selling something else. Or promising something but the result is far, far away from that. 挂羊头 卖狗肉 and such actions would be blamed. 指责指 finger point 责 to blame 指责 There's some hand gestures 握手 In English we would say shake hands but word for word it's just hold the hand in hand 握 hold something in hand 握手招手 is to wave hand in order to get attention, get a response from another person 招手 While the other one 挥手 is just to wave hands when you say bye-bye to somebody. 挥手说再见 Wave hands and say goodbye. 挥手说再见 Therefore, 招 has a meaning of bring something in, bring somebody over. 招麻烦 bring trouble. 招麻烦招人 to hire people, to recruit. 招人招呼is basically using this hand gesture and say hello. 招呼 And we usually say it together with 打招呼 to greet somebody. 打招呼 In some shopping malls, you may see these characters on the doors as they want to inform you whether to pull or push. 推 to push. 推 Pronunciation-wise, you may think of Twitter. As we say in Chinese, 推特 Or if that helps, 拉 to pull. 拉推出去 push something out. 推出去拉进来 pull something in. 拉进来 Usually when a shop has a lot of products on discounts, you may see this. 人们排长队 People forming a long queue. 排队 to form a queue. One after another, one after another. 人们排长队 And to jump the queue, 插队 Literally, to insert a person in. 插队 To reject something, you can also show with a hand. 拒绝拒绝 And the last word, 报 To report. 报纸 A paper with a lot of reports. Reports the news. 报纸报名 To report your name in. To register yourself or to enroll. 报名 Alright, there's quite a lot of vocabulary today. Take your time and if you have any questions, just leave them in a comment. See you in the next episode. 再见